The most deadly selfie. Jia Lijun was crazy about walruses. We all have that friend who we follow on social media sites and who constantly posts selfies. You may find yourself scrolling over those pictures absent-mindedly. These photos usually consist of up-close angles of a person's face, which may come across as awkward. There tend to be various poses, including the discreet pouting, the duck lips, and the funny trying to be cute face. The term selfie has become so immersed in our culture that not only has it been officially entered into the Oxford English Dictionary, but selfie was the Oxford English Dictionary's word of the year for 2013. It is described as when an individual holds a camera or smartphone at arm's length and takes a picture of their face. Selfies have been glamorized by high-profile names from pop stars to presidents. People now have the option to filter out pictures or edit them to their liking. Popular media sites like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat are among the most common places where people upload their images. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Will I Survive? In this video, we will talk about Jia Lijun, who is prepared to take the most deadly selfie of his life. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content. Without further ado, let's begin the video. Xixiakou Wildlife Park, whose full name is Xixiakou Ocean Wild Animal Nature Reserve, is located in the west of Changshan Town, Weihai Rongqing City. Shandong Province Xixiakou Village is adjacent to the scenic spots of Changshantu, Motionling, and Heilu Island, and is close to the easternmost point of the coast of China. Xixiakou Wildlife Park is known as the largest and most unique coastal wildlife nature reserve in Asia. It has more than 150 species of national Class I and Class A protected animals and more than 1,500 total. In Shandong Ocean Wildlife Reserve, tourists can play with macaques, shake hands with seals, ask for a gentle kiss from sea lions, take a photo with a hangxiang, can also drive the steed to control the wind and listen to the roar of tigers and lions. They are allowed to walk along the mountain road to a small square above. On the left is Shendio Mountain, and on the right is the highlight of the entire scenic spot, Liger Garden. Here you can see almost all the beasts you have learned about in textbooks. There are nearly 100 beasts of dozens of species, including tigers, white tigers, snow tigers, Siberian tigers, African lions, cougars, jaguars, cheetahs, black panthers, ocelots, caracals, walruses, jackals, wolves, and many other animals which are rare in the world. In 2016, a businessman named Jia Lijun visited the Xixiakou Wildlife Park alone. Jia was thrilled to find out that he could see most animals up close. He was amazed to see wild animals roaming in the park. It was a great adventure to stand and pose with these dangerous animals. He started taking pictures and making videos to show to his friends and family and wanted to recommend that they visit the park. One by one, he was uploading them on his WeChat. Jia Lijun saw a walrus from far who was sitting beside the pool. Lijun loved walruses and always wanted to be close to them. The walrus looked calm, so Lijun found an opportunity to save these moments with his camera. He quickly clicked and tried to take as many pictures as possible. Lijun was so busy taking pictures and then uploading them that he didn't realize that the walrus had suddenly moved toward him. The walrus dragged him from the back and slung him into the pool. Lijun tried to free himself, but the walrus kept pulling him down, and within minutes, Lijun was in the water. There were some visitors in the park, but fighting a huge walrus was very difficult. People began to shout, but the administration was not there to rescue Lijun. Lijun drowned in the water and lost his life after a few minutes. The animal's keeper, surnamed Duan, found some bamboo sticks to try and rescue the man. However, it didn't go according to plan. He then decided to enter the pool. At this moment, the animal released Jia and rushed toward Duan. According to the report, Duan had worked with the walrus for 10 years, but he drowned too. It is believed that the walrus may have just wanted to play, but animal behavior, of course, can be unpredictable. The walrus first killed Jia and then swam to Duan and later killed him too. Jia's family back home heard the news and couldn't believe it. A friend of Jia, surnamed Wu, said, Jia was very excited about meeting the walrus and had sent many photos and videos to friends. Wu was a recipient of the videos. He told local reporters, "Who would have guessed that at 3 o'clock he'd send me a video of him talking and laughing, and then a few minutes later he'd drown in the water?" Wu learned from an eyewitness that the attack came when Jia was posing for a selfie. Wu added, his back was to the walrus and he took a selfie. The walrus came from behind and pulled him into the pool to play. He was killed by the walrus, and he didn't accidentally fall into the water. According to onlookers, the walrus clung to the man from behind and dragged him to the pool of water, submerging him and swinging him around. The Chinese media reported the news saying Jia had been killed by a walrus that dragged him into a pool. However, later the claim emerged that Jia had been taking selfies and videos with a marine mammal at the time of the accident. The animal keeper Dumont has been described as a strong swimmer by his colleagues, but unfortunately, the huge walrus held both men in a tight embrace and dragged them under the water. It took the rescue team a while to reach the place, and by the time they were rescued, it was already too late. Many people have criticized the park for not having a barrier between the public and the animals. They believe that all wild animals should be caged or kept in areas where they cannot attack visitors. Jia's friend Wu agreed. This is the root cause of the tragedy. In the viewing area, people and the walrus can come into close contact. Zoo staff believes that it was a playful gesture, as the keeper had been looking after the animal since it arrived at the zoo as a baby more than 10 years ago. On China's social media sites, people have been discussing the story. On Weibo, many people said there should have been some boundary between the animals and the visitors. One user wrote, "Every time I see safari tourists in close contact with animals, I worry about an accident." While another commented, "The zoo does not take into account these security risks." And another said, "This is not the animal's fault. These large animals have been dangerous to humans. The zoo has no proper safety measures, so where's the line?" The walrus attraction at the park remains open. The zoo has taken responsibility for the accident and has paid Jia's family £94,000 in compensation. Attempts to contact the zoo for confirmation and to find out about how the zookeeper's family may have been compensated were unsuccessful. Jia Lijun was in the park to enjoy the day, and he would have never thought it would be his last day in the world. But we cannot totally blame the walrus. We all know that animals are unpredictable, but still, people try to get close to them. No matter how many times people are warned about not getting too close to large animals that aren't so used to being around people, someone ignores those warnings. People have tried to take selfies with bears, causing one Colorado park to close. Some had even taken selfies with tigers in order to make these images their dating site profile pictures. A similar case occurred in Norway, where just because people had a selfie craze, a walrus named Freya had to lose her life. Norwegian officials killed Freya the walrus after selfie-seeking humans ignored warnings to respect her space, and she has been deemed a threat to human safety. The 1,300-pound walrus, first spotted in mid-July in Oslo Fjord, became famous when reports that she clambered onto boats to sunbathe and that went viral. Freya, named after the Norse goddess of beauty and love, deserved respect and personal space, not death, due to human ignorance. The Norwegian Ministry of Fisheries and Coastal Affairs shared a photograph of a crowd of humans, many of them children, standing within arm's reach of Freya, who was relaxing on the shore. On a different occasion, police had to physically block a bathing area after Freya chased a woman who had gotten too close to her into the water. Authorities also said that humans have been seen swimming with Freya, throwing objects at her and invading her personal space for photos. Unfortunately, Freya is not the only animal who has died because of humans' selfish desire for selfies with wildlife. More walruses like Freya and other species whose homes are shrinking due to the climate catastrophe and habitat destruction will likely continue to stray farther from their natural homes and into closer proximity to humans. Animals aren't selfie props, and their need for space needs to be respected. People who think sea lions are dangerous and have a tendency to attack that it depends on the situation. Sea lions do not attack without any purpose. If people try to harass them or take selfies with them, these sea lions may feel threatened. Then yes, they will bite you. They have powerful jaws and big teeth, and you are likely to get a bad infection or a painful chronic condition called seal finger. On the other hand, if you give sea lions their space and observe them from a distance, or if you're scuba diving and you'll try to bother them, they're very curious about you but won't harm you. Yes, there's the video of the sea lion who pulled the girl into the water. She was unharmed, and witnesses said the sea lion was being harassed before that happened. And there are rare cases of sea lions biting people, like a swimmer a few years ago in San Francisco's aquatic park. Generally, sea lions don't want anything to do with you other than to satisfy their curiosity. So if you give them space, they won't harm you. That's a wrap for today. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content.